Honestly, Mary, I understand exactly why you like it, but I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. There's a lot of ingredient trickery going on here. From a texture point of view, this serum is unusual for an azelaic acid because it's really elegant. It's a clear gel serum, so you're not getting that thick, creamy, slightly powdery, or grainy feeling that you can sometimes get with traditional azelaic acid products because the powder that is azelaic acid is really hard to solubilize. I'm sorry, I'm going to geek out here. I hope you'll enjoy geeking out with me, but let's talk about the cosmetic chemistry side of things. Azelaic acid is notoriously difficult to formulate with. It is a powder, it has really poor solubility in water and really poor solubility in oil, pretty much non-existent in either. It can be very difficult to create a smooth, lightweight, cosmetically elegant serum with a true high level of free azelaic acid. Remember that for later. When I see a clear, lightweight, non-gritty, 10% azelaic acid serum, I immediately want to know how did they get it so clear and elegant? In this formula, we do see azelaic acid listed very high, so I'm sure they did include it at 10%. They're not lying about that. But we also see sodium hydroxide really high on the INCI list. Sodium hydroxide is an alkaline, and when you combine an acid with an alkali, you can neutralize part of that acid and convert it into its salt form. We use these alkaline agents to raise the pH of formulas. That means the azelaic acid is more in its salt form than it's an actual free azelaic acid form, making it much more water soluble, but it is not technically azelaic acid anymore. So you're not getting 10% free azelaic acid activity on your skin. A good comparison here is lactic acid. We all love lactic acid because it is a gentle hydrating exfoliant. Lactic acid has a pKa of around 3.8, which means that at a pH of 3.8, about half of that lactic acid exists as free lactic acid, and then half of it exists in its salt form, a lactate. The free acid is what gives you that classic exfoliating acid on your skin, while sodium lactate does not exfoliate like lactic acid. It just really hydrates the skin. Azelaic acid is a little bit different, but the principle applies. If you push the formula pH much higher, you'll create a much clearer, much smoother, much more elegant serum, but you don't have a lot of that free azelaic acid present anymore. It's in its salt form, making it more water soluble, but it's not a suspension anymore. And it matters because the classic benefits are associated with azelaic acid, not its salt conjugate form. It's a really lovely product, but it is not exactly what it is claiming